Hey guys, give me a minute. I just want to let people know I'm on. It's been a minute, so I'm just... Give me a minute. Let's see. It's really been a minute, so I'm trying to remember some of the ones that always would at one point like to know when I was on a flow, and so I'm just trying to... Isn't that bad when your memory sucks after you've been offline for a while, and then it's like, and you don't... It's such a big message that, well, I say that, right? Like every fucking time. Hold on. Hey, thank you so much for joining, and please share the live. You never know who can connect with the vibe. So, okay. It's been a minute, and I'm sorry about that. I've been going through some stuff with my work, a training thing, and all this other shit. So I just wanted to focus, because with me, I've got this crazy ADHD, and so if I have too much going on in my view, then sometimes it can get me scattered, and so I just need to, and when I do these things, I like to give my undivided attention. So what I'm doing is I just got to clear some space. Hey love, thank you so much for joining, and share the vibe. You never know, someone can connect, and it might be a message they need to hear. So I just lighten my sage. I'm clearing the space. I got my beats on. So, and the first beat out from, and see, even when I don't connect, it's like now with the producer that I like to go to, they have new beats up. So this one is Until I Win. So, all right, that starts off the message, and it's kind of in tune with kind of some of the stuff, because I actually did have a download. I had a message, which is what prompted me to go ahead and come on, because I wasn't really sure if I was going to do that. But Until I Win. So I first want to tell you about this message I got, right? And it was like crazy, because I get a lot of my messages through dreams and through synchronicities and all that stuff. And so I had this message that came through in one of those ways, and it was where someone had come to me, and it could be because of my job, like real talk, but I've had this happen in the past where people had come to me and Little Rocky, or like Rocky. Okay, hold on. So I've had people come to me in my past, and they would, because they know that I'm a researcher. They know that I am a problem solver. They know that if there is something to be found, I'm going to find it, right? And so I would always have people come to me to research some shit. And so in this vision, in this situation that I got, someone come to me to try to look into somebody's financial situation, claiming that they loved them and claiming that they wanted to make sure they were okay. And now this was a dream, okay? And so I'm thinking it's because I work in banking, and so I'm just kind of like, so I try to make sense of everything in a practical way. But the message was very real, because then as I was going through my research in this dream, I was finding out that the person that was coming to me pretending to want this information about somebody that they love, and the beat says support. That's dope. Okay, so the beat says support. That's actually really important. So I think all this is whenever there's a reading that comes through. So it was like they made it seem in this dream that they really cared about the welfare of this individual. And so, but then in this dream, I somehow connected with the individual, because I started to realize that the person asking me to look into this other person's financial well-being was actually trying to deceive and take advantage of a person. So this message might be for you that there's somebody in your life that, because then on the other side of that dream, I connected with the individual who they wanted me to look into. And that individual was in despair. That individual was showing me parts of their body that was worn out and bruised and done. And they were crying in this dream, saying that everything was being sucked out of them by the same people that were asking for me to look into their financial well-being. So sometimes people will come and act like they care about your financial status. They act like they care about what you're doing, how you're getting by, if you are making ends meet, if you have food to eat. And in the reality, what it is that, and the beat was support, they're looking to see how much more support can they get from you. Because in this dream, the individual was saying to me, not knowing that I was being asked to look into their financial well-being, but they were crying to me and saying to me they love these people so much, but they were praying for death, because they just wanted to be free of the burden, because they were sucking the life out of them and they didn't know how to say no. And they didn't want to say, they felt guilty for having to say no to these people. So I woke up from the dream, and it was crazy as shit. I woke up to the dream, and then I left. I went back to bed. I left. I left the dream. And so I went back to bed, and then I had like another dream, but we're not going to talk about that one. So because eternity. So this person was looking for their life, and maybe this message is for you. Maybe, because look, I used to say, when people, and I still don't feel, let me get my words right. I still don't fear death, because of the way I was raised and all the things I survived and all the things I've gone through, right? I've never feared death. I've never feared dying. I've never feared that type of an outcome. I would usually fear certain situations not because of pain, because I'm also I'm used to experiencing pain and betrayal and all that stuff, right? My fear used to always be how I'm going to react, because I love deep, but I can cut deeper, especially with my words, if you are testing me just right. So I used to always not want to be the one hurting other people, right? So I used to say, I don't fear death because it's got to be better than the life that I've been living. So in this dream, for that message to stand out, I was thinking, so if you connect with this message, I want you to know that means may have been struggling with people leeching off of you, attaching to you, because they know you're a provider. They know that even if you ain't got the money like that, or you're not rich and wealthy and famous, they know that you're a survivor. They know you're a hustler. They know that you know how to make ends meet. They know that you know how to bring something out of nothing, right? So, but yet sometimes they will lead you to believe that you need them more than they need you. So you inherit this false inherited belief that you have to hold on to them longer than you should, because you are afraid of either being alone, or you are afraid of not being able to make it financially, because somehow you seem to think that the ones that are eating off of your plate are the ones that are making it possible for you to have the plate. And so in this vision, in this dream, in this message, it was very clear that Spirit wanted me to tell somebody that, no, they definitely need you more than you need them. And the beat says saved. So you have saved them from a life, and the beat before that was eternity, from a life that may feel like it's been eternity to you, that you've never been able to enjoy your own money, you've never been able to splurge how you want to splurge or invest how you want to invest on yourself, on your goals, on your dreams, because you feel obligated to everyone around you. And so then I got this new deck of cards. It's called affirmation cards. And they're brand new to me, so I've just started. And on it, if you look, there's this image of this person, and it looks like they're hugging themselves. Okay? So this really taps into the whole self-love vibe and this and that. So if you've got people that you feel like not only are you know that they are just, you're constantly having to save them out of situations, you're having to pay for all the bills, you've been taught to believe that it's up to you to do that, right? It's up to you to somehow support everyone around you, and that it's selfish of you to want to invest that money back into yourself, or to save that money for your own vacations by yourself, or buy that car you want, or purchase that property you want, or whatever it is. Even if it's just purchase a bunch of art supplies, or purchase studio time, or whatever it is you get into. See, I say these things because I'm an artist, and so you haven't done it because you feel guilty if you spend the money on yourself, or you feel guilty, or people say to you, you're irresponsible, or you don't manage your money, or you don't do this, you don't do that. And so they suck you back into this life cycle that they need you to manage your money the way they want you to manage it, because they need your support. So, and I'm not saying that managing money is not important. It is. It's powerful, it's important, and it's how this world works. But what I'm saying to you is your investments need to be recalibrated. And that's where Spirit touched me on the message. So as I pulled from this new deck, the affirmation cards, and I'm looking at this like self-love, affirmation, you get it? So the people around you are just telling you all the things that they need you to do so that they can live off of you, or they can build off of you, or they can use your labor, your creativity, your view, your sweat, your tears, your energy to make their dreams come true. And they're discrediting anything that you really, really want to do. They're making it seem like it's just a hobby, and it's not a purpose, or it's not something that will be fruitful or come to fruition. And so they're leading you astray to say, don't focus on that. Like, this is not the right economy, or this is not this, but your passion is there. There are ways you can flip the script, and you can take your creativity and you can still make it into something thriving. Okay? So Spirit showed me these cards. I ordered them, they came. The first card was boundaries. Healthy boundaries keep my hold on, this beat has something. Give me a minute. I'm sorry. I don't usually stop like that, but there was something in the beginning of this beat. I want to hear it again. I'm sure it's just the tag for the producer, but okay, yo, that's fucking dope. Okay. So the beat says Spirit, but it had like this tag in the beginning that said the number that you have reached is not in service at this time. Please leave a message, and then it gave the beat, which was odd, right? Because if a number is disconnected, you don't get to leave a message. But the message was, it's unreachable at this time. Leave a message at the beep. So maybe the people, you need to put them in voicemail. You need to leave their messages unread, or just left unread, because you need to now recalibrate your focus. And then the card that I picked up as that was coming through, I love when Spirit shows up to show out, because it says boundaries. Healthy boundaries keep my energy safe and allow me to live as my truest self. I deserve people in my life who love me and care about me, my limits and my comforts, so those who respect my boundaries will receive my time. That's fucking dope, because of the way that tag came in, and I had to hit the rewind, because I mean this is the first time I'm hearing this, I think. And I never remember catching that tag. So that's actually really dope that the producer had that tag on that beat, because it's saying you need to put people in voicemail. You need to leave their text messages on red. You need to get back to them when it's convenient for you, because they have been absorbing your time, your energy. They have your resources, your money, and they've been taking you for granted. And they do not respect you because they know that you will continue to allow them to feed off of you, so they continue to take advantage of you. So Spirit, with the beat, is saying, get your boundaries in check. Strengthen those boundaries, because you deserve to have people who love and care about you. You deserve to have people who believe in your dream, who see your vision, who see your goal, who know what you're capable of, and they're like, yo, I want to invest in you. Even if the investment is just, I'm going to give you your space. You need the time to create. You need the time to rest. You need the time to heal. You need the time to whatever you got to do. Because the second card that came out, and I'm sitting here holding it in my hand, is evolving. Every day my body and mind evolve. My mind becomes wise. My body becomes seasoned. Each day that I heal and change, the more sure of myself I become. I rise tall like mountains touch clouds, never to be trampled. Okay, so the thing is, you're evolving. So that's why these boundaries are vital, because those people who continue to feed off of you, or molest your time, your energy, your mental space. They like seeing you get riled up. They think it's funny when they get you all hyped up and in your emotions. They laugh at you when you stumble, because you're like, yo, like, stop with the shit. And then they think it's funny when they can, get your emotions kind of bent. And so those are people that you've got to put on voicemail. And then the beat says reasons. Ain't that some shit? So the beat says reasons. So they giving you the reasons to put their ass in timeout, because you're evolving. And then the third card that came out, which I was like, and now it makes sense, is because you're a money magnet. With the power of determination, I attract profitable opportunities, money, and I'll pull towards each other. And I pull toward each other. That's worded funny. And like clicking magnets, the universe acknowledges my dedication, and so the universe rewards me with a fruitful bounty. Okay, so here's the thing. You think that your efforts and your determination and everything, even though the people around you aren't showing you gratitude, they don't give you your props. They don't say, you know what, you really pushed through today and you really did such a great job, or I saw you stumble, I saw you take a fall and you didn't give up and you kept going on, or I saw you take a stumble, I saw you take a fall, and I saw that you needed rest and you actually put up those boundaries and said, I've got to sleep today. And because they recognize you're evolving, so they're supporting you in that, because so you feel like you haven't received that, but the universe is saying, I see you. Spirit is saying, I see you. I know the reasons you do what you do, and I got you. I got your back, because you're a money magnet. And here's the thing. When you're a money magnet and you got that Midas touch, or you know how to turn wine into water, I don't give a shit. You know how to make something out of nothing. And so that is the reason you attract a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of spirits. And it's like, and not all of them are good, and not all of them mean you well, and not all of them want you to evolve without them being able to tag along. So that's why this message is saying, and that's why that dream came up, because it is literally time for you to cut ties. I mean, even if you just leave them in timeout and you're like, no, but I'm loyal and yay. Okay, I get it. But you need to put them in timeout. And then if they're still there because they respect your evolution, they respect what you're trying to do, and they know that now you need to go inward and make this about healing you and perfecting you and getting your art and craft and skills or whatever it is off the ground and taking flight, then they'll be there whenever it's time for you to reach back. And if they're not there, then shit, they were never meant to be there whenever you did, because you have to clear the table right now, because you can't be sitting here being caught up by distractions, not noticing who, or not knowing who the Judas is in your midst, right? So sometimes, whether you move with the whole vibe of love and loyalty, sometimes you got to put them people in time out, because, and if they love you and they're loyal to you in the same frequency that you are with them, then they'll be there whenever you come back, after you've put in what you need to do, and they will respect your boundaries, because they're going to know that you are, oh my God, I just found a Judas. Okay, so that's the thing. And then they know you're evolving. And so the Judas is usually the closest person to you, or the one that says I love you the most, or the one that you love the most, because only someone you love can actually betray you. An enemy can never betray you, because you already know what they about. Like, I just dropped into your life random. Yeah. Well, listen, that it wasn't random. It was divine, right? So, and the beat says catch up. So you need to catch up. So when I post the live, just rewind it and see from the thing. But basically what it is like the cards that came out of this affirmation. I'll give you a catch up real quick, because I think that's what Spirit's saying. This is a message about your boundaries. This is because you're evolving. This is because you're a money magnet. So the fact that you have a Judas is because you turn ashes into pottery. You turn nothing into something. You are the person that they rely on. They need you more than you need them. And so the Most High is saying, you got to not only put in those boundaries. The people who don't respect your time, your love, your energy, your space. They don't respect you because they just look at you as a money magnet, because that's what you are. But you're evolving. So that's why those boundaries are vital, right? And so you want to be in the live video? Okay, so hold on. If you meant to do that, I can go ahead. Give me a moment. Oh, wait. That's the wrong person. Never mind. That's not the person I was talking to. So I ain't doing that. I see you. I see your request. But listen, if you weren't in on the vibe, I'm not going to do that. Because if you come on my live and you start acting funny, I'm going to clap back. And it ain't going to look so nice. So I'm going to let that ride. Because Spirit's like, nope, pull back. So anyway, so there you go. You make pottery. So the thing is, you have the ability to take something that was meant to be destroyed, out of destruction, and you don't have to be in live. Someone else had tried to get into the live and I thought it was you, but then I realized it wasn't, so I'm like, okay, I had to take another view. But no, you don't have to be in live. But the thing is like, so the fact that you are an artist of any kind, that tells me, okay, hold on. 63 goes to parenting. So that's dope. So let's run this back for a minute. Spirit's like, slow down for a minute, because I got hyped up. Parenting, 63, pottery. So you were molded as a child to believe that your only purpose in life was to provide for others, whether you wanted to or not. And all you wanted to do was be creative. So you were given a gift by the Most High, ice. The beat says ice. So some things in your life has made you cold as ice. And so now people think you have a hardened heart, because you are learning to put in your boundaries, because you know you're evolving. You know there's something more to you than to be everyone else's money magnet through your ability to create. And parenting is a creation of one, like, so, okay. You are the outcast. You did send the request. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let you in. Hold on. I don't know if I got that to work. Maybe I didn't. Okay, hold on. Oh,
Crazy.
There you go.
So I never looked like this. I'm so embarrassed.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So here's the thing. So you, from parenting, were molded to believe. So basically, that tells me you were the outcast. You were the scapegoat. You were the black sheep.
Yeah, totally.
As 63 goes to 9, which is completion. I know that a lot of people think 10 is completion, but that's a lie. They can't do fucking math. So 10 is actually the new beginning, 1 connected to source. So you are really here to teach them a lesson. That's why your boundaries are up, your walls are up, and they're looking at it like, oh, you selfish, or oh, you're broken. But really, you're evolving. And your gift of making pottery, and I'm assuming by your name, Candles,
yeah,
then your gift of artistry is your proof that you are an alchemist.
Yes. So I just left a high power job, and I turned my resignation in Tuesday, and I'm moving across the country, and that's exactly how they're treating me. So I've had an opportunity to practice boundaries, because it's been, part of this narcissistic thing for the last, I don't know, 8 or 9 years. 9.
And it's scary.
And I'm a manager, so I have all these babies.
Wait. And the card that just fell out as you were saying that is 55 goes to 10, 1, because you're on an adventure.
Yeah. Oh, girl. I mean, it's just like, I'm like, oh, let me check out this live. Honestly. And like,
that's dope. That's so
amazing.
Dope. No, that's so what that tells me.
So yeah, so you brought me in. Spirit brought me in.
So what that tells me is that you needed confirmation from the universe, God, whatever you believe in. Am I making a mistake? Am I?
And I am not. Yeah.
Right. And so look, and this is another 10. Okay, hold on. So 46 is domestic harmony.
Nice.
And 10, so 46 goes to 10, and then you have 10. Now, as coding, programming, matrix, 1010 is a new beginning. It's a new, you're on a new adventure. Oh, yeah, because that's adventure. So you are definitely on the right path. You have not made a mistake. A narcissist will lead you to believe that you need them more than they need you, and you are foolish, you are stupid, and you will be back. And I don't think you're coming back. Ever.
No.
I think you are now on your fool's journey.
Yeah.
So to speak. Yes. And so that's amazing. So, and the fact that you're a money magnet, that's why they're upset that you put up the boundaries and that you're embracing your own evolution. Because the beat says tomorrow, because tomorrow's about you, not them.
That's right.
So that's why. And this is your domestic harmony. You fell out of line between you and the Most High, whatever that means to you.
Yes.
And now this brings you into your alignment.
Yes.
And so, and then, it wasn't me that brought you in. It's 32, which goes to music. It was my music, because I connect with music in my messages. But that means music has a big part of your life, your healing, your journey. And
I'm
32
a violinist.
Goes to 5, which means change. And then because you have the 3 5s, 555, you are being guided and supported towards that much needed change, because you are here to completion, show them and teach them a lesson. Because of parenting, you're teaching them what they should have done the whole time. And you're teaching any children. Now listen, children are not just about children or our children, but it's also the wounded child within any adult you come in path with and cross with. It's time for you to heal and evolve too. And they're seeing it through you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It totally makes sense.
Don't cry.
I'm not, I'm I'm like, I got the, okay, so I'll have my deck here. Don't look at my messy table. I
I,
got my deck here. Let me see if what I pull.
okay, go ahead.
And it was right side up.
What?
It's a
It,
Knight of Wands.
okay, okay.
So on that journey, you know, it's time, girl. Oh my
Now the knight is generally the slowest moving card in the deck, so that's what makes it scary for you because you've waited this long to make the move.
Yeah, it's been a long time in the coming. A
That's why
long
it's
time.
scary. Because
Yes.
that's like the slowest, at least for me, the Knight of Wands is the slowest moving card in the deck, the slowest knight.
Yeah.
And so that's why you're like, oh, should I really be starting over from scratch at this age, at this time in my life? That's where I've been in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's actually dope that you pulled it because that's why you needed the affirmation. Oh, wait a minute. And the deck that I'm using is called Affirmations. It's the deck that I just got. I literally, it was just delivered yesterday or the day before.
That's awesome.
So you needed the affirmation. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you stepped in because I wasn't sure I was going to do this today. And I was like, maybe that dream was just about me and maybe I don't need to do it. But then Spirit was like, nah, girl, go on.
Total confirmation. So I'm 50, right? I just turned, well, I'll be 51 in November. And I've been a human resources manager and a healthcare administrator in private practice in this narcissistic firm. And I
a lot of moral injury.
Yes, and I was the billing specialist. I'm a medical biller, medical coder by trade. So I am a huge part of the revenue cycle.
Sure.
And
Money
bringing
magnet.
money. Yes, yes. So it totally rings true. And so that's what it was how could you? So they dumped this responsibility on me of being this leader of 35 employees plus being the biller. And I said, because our biller quit, and I said, I can't do it. And for 6 months I've done it. And then I turned my resignation in to move cross country this week. And that was, you're ruining our business. How could you do this to us?
Because you know why? They put the responsibility because Spirit's saying, and the beat says heartless because they're moving heartless because they really are giving you the liability.
Yeah.
Because if they morally injure you and put too much on you and you make a mistake, you can be the fall person instead of
the scapegoat, what you said earlier.
Scapegoat. So that's dope. So you just needed the confirmation and you're going to be guided and protected and you're safe on your path because now you're in alignment with your domestic harmony.
Amen. Yeah. So and so music and art and creativity, and I just started with the pottery, but I've made candles. I'm a violinist. I paint, I write poetry, and it's like, so I'm totally on that vibe path, and I've denied myself that for many, 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 many years.
Yeah. So
being a leader.
So inbox me like some stuff, and because I see the name, but I ain't gonna lie, I got ADHD, so I forget shit real quick.
Yeah,
but inbox me because I want to promote you. I want to share it on my little platform, and then I'll promote you, and then just that's so dope.
I love connecting with just like divine. This is like a divine appointment. Yes, divine appointment for sure.
Yeah, because as artists we're alchemists, and so it's like the art of alchemy, which goes against society's religion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like taking the power and control into your own hands, and so that's what I'm all about. But
transmuting, girl,
transmuting pain into power. So
that's
thank
right.
you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, you too. So I'm gonna pop out. I know there's people popping in, but.
Yeah, and I don't know how to get you off of it. I don't usually bring people on.
That's okay. All right, I'm gonna pop out, but thank you.
Yes, and be safe and congratulations on your adventure.
Thank you. I'll keep you posted and I'll inbox you.
All right.
Let me see if I can figure this out. Holy cow, hold on.
Yeah, me too. Like, let me just see. Maybe I can.
Leave.
Oh, there you go. So that was so dope. Thank you so much and so I am gonna post this live. So really, anyone who has an experience like that, and I think honestly, I don't even think I need to pull any more cards. Maybe we'll pull some from the goddess deck just to wrap it up and say this is the message that you just need to know. If you find yourself in this type of position, if you find yourself in this type of vibe, compassion. Have It is incredible. Thank you so much. But just have compassion for yourself. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. And the fact that this came under the beat of heartless, because there could be some heartless people in the world putting you in these compromising positions and taking you off of your path and making you the scapegoat. And just have compassion, not just for them, but for yourself. For yourself, for tolerating it longer than you should have, for yourself, for ignoring red flags, wearing the rose-colored glasses, whatever that means to you. I'm going to end the message with, take the adventure, connect with the Most High. 5110, taking it to the Most High, because you're balancing out the domestic harmony, and 1010 means you're creating a new code, a new path, a new breakaway from the current matrix that they had you stuck in, and just move with compassion, because that energy is going to bring more positivity and more frequency of evolution and strengthening the fact that you are the money magnet. So don't lose sight of that. So time flies. I'm going to leave it there because I can't, because I'm going to keep on doing this shit. So it says time flies. And just know that if you allow it, it can pass you by. Don't do that. Flow with it. Go with it. Evolve with it. And don't be afraid of your boundaries. All right. Thank you. I'm so glad for the experience. And oh, thank you so much. And so this was great. I'm glad I came in. If you guys want a private soul session or anything like that, you know, you can inbox me and I'll see what I can do to balance it in on the time. Otherwise, just like and share the video. It's a free way to support me. And I thank you so much for everyone who did jump in and got to experience what just happened, because that was amazing. All right. Peace.